So, today we're going to talk about a pretty fundamental shift in how we're all interacting with AI. It's this move away from just asking questions and into a future where your AI is actually one step ahead of you. And we're going to dive into the new feature that's making this all possible, ChatGPT Pulse.
Look, the power of a tool like ChatGPT is absolutely incredible. We all know that. But it's always been held back by one thing. You have to know what to ask, right? The magic only really happens after you figure out the perfect prompt, which puts all the pressure on you to start every single conversation.
But what if that all changed? What if your AI could actually anticipate what you need, maybe even before you've thought to ask for it yourself? That right there is the big question that's driving this whole new feature we're breaking down today.
In this slide, it just nails the core shift perfectly. On the left, you've got the model we're all used to, a reactive AI. It just sits there and waits for our commands. The burden is 100% on us. But the future, what you see on the right, is proactive. It's an AI that actually starts the conversation and works for you in the background.
And that brings us to the very first step into this proactive future. So let's meet ChatGPT Pulse. It's designed to be less of a tool you have to go and consult and more of a genuine partner that's there to assist you.
So what is it exactly? Well, Pulse is a whole new experience that's built to proactively go out, do research, and then deliver personalized updates straight to you. The key idea here is that it's not just waiting for you anymore, it's actively working for you based on your own unique context.
Okay, here's the quick breakdown. Pulse is all about proactively giving you these daily updates. They show up as these really clean, scannable visual cards, so catching up is totally effortless. Now, it's starting out in preview for pro users on mobile, but you can bet the goal is to get this out to everyone.
All right, so how does this thing actually work? It's not magic, but it's really clever. Honestly, the best way to think about it is like having your own personal researcher who works for you overnight.
It's a pretty simple three-step process, and it all happens while you sleep. First, it looks at your context, learning from your recent chats, your memory, any apps you've connected. Then it goes and does the research on your behalf. And finally, when you wake up, it delivers a focused, personalized set of updates for you to check out. And you might be wondering, where does it get all this context from? Well, it starts with your chat history, for sure, but the real power, the real personalization, comes from your direct feedback. A simple thumbs up or down, or even just telling it, hey, focus on professional tennis tomorrow, helps train it. And if you want to go even deeper, you've got the option to connect apps like your Gmail and Google Calendar.
And let's be super clear about this, because it's important. You are always in control here. Things like app integrations are turned off by default, so you get to choose what, if anything, you want to connect. Every single piece of feedback you give directly shapes what Pulse shows you, which just makes it more and more useful over time.
Okay, so that's all the theory, but what does this actually look like in the real world? Let's jump into some actual scenarios.
This quote from an early tester, Isaac Seiler, really says it all. He was planning a trip, and Pulse didn't just repeat his plans back to him. It actually thought several logical steps ahead and brought him all this commute info that he hadn't even thought to look for yet. I mean, that's proactivity in action right there.
And this table here gives you a perfect sense of how it works. Let's say you've got a meeting with the marketing team in your calendar. Bam. Pulse might suggest a draft agenda for you. Or maybe you've been chatting about training for a triathlon. It could pop up with some ideas for a quick, healthy dinner. It's all about connecting the dots to give you something timely and genuinely helpful.
So let's zoom out for a second, because Pulse isn't just another cool feature. It really represents the beginning of a whole new paradigm, a new way of thinking about how we use AI that goes way beyond just a simple question and answer format.
This is kind of the evolution of your AI assistant. It started out as a consultant. You ask a question, it gives you an answer. Simple. With Pulse, it's now becoming a researcher, proactively bringing you information. And that next step you see on the horizon, the accelerator, an AI that actually helps you take action on that info.
And this, right here, is the ultimate vision. It's an AI that can research, plan, and then take helpful actions for you, all based on your direction. The real breakthrough is that progress can happen even when you're not actively asking for it.
So what's next for Pulse? Well, you can expect it to connect with more of the apps you're already using every day, delivering updates at just the right moment. It's all about continuing that evolution from a simple consultant into a true accelerator for your work and for your life.
Which really leaves us with one final thought to chew on. As AI moves from being a tool that we have to manage into a partner that truly works for us, it starts to free up our most valuable resource, our time. So the real question becomes,
What will you have more time for?